Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Tennessee's offense will get the first swing of the game. Legendary Tennessee coach General Bob Neyland used to say you never know what a football player's made of until he faces Alabama. We're about to find out what everybody's made of, guys.
Yes, we are, and this rivalry is so great. Growing up in the South, man, you knew the third Saturday in October was throwdown, was big-name Tennessee, big-name Alabama, Jesse, and they were going to go at it.
And David, it just feels like when these two teams take the field, there's just a different energy in the stadium. Regardless of where they're playing, someone's going to be enjoying victory cigars when this one's over. Can't wait to find out who.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the ball is picked off. Touchdown time! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
And the extra point is good. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The Vols are in the hurry-up. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start...
And the quarterback is snowed under.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Volunteers will line up to punt it away.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So Alabama's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game? The head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Makes his connection. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
Well, This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking left. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, Dave.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. They don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a...
Going downfield for the big play. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
This is one of those plays where when the defensive backs come back to the huddle, they give you an earful. Is anybody going to get to the quarterback? Can anybody pressure him? I can't cover my guy for 4 hours.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the ball's racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its up.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll leave it with him. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the ball's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not... Get it back. It's a turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. It was Alabama in a nail-biter beating the Vols the last time they played.
Yeah, the Tide doing what they've done. You know, in these rivalry games, they've done such a great job of finding ways to win. They are at their best, Jesse, in these rivalry games.
You're right, David. In most years in this rivalry game, Alabama is by far the better team on paper. But they know every time Tennessee takes the field, they're going to be getting their A game. So the Tide did enough last game to sneak out the win, but they better buckle up because they're expecting this.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Volunteers in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man in the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and flow. Nice job reading the defense. Beautiful.
Complete to the left. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The Vols are flying down the field. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you've got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
Now on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
The official says no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. One final play before the end of the quarter. Give to the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll go right back to it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Nice job on this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On second down, he's looking downfield. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snags it over the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the second quarter. Yeah,
momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That first quarter is one they'd love to forget. So find your best playmakers now. Get them isolated. Get them the football and let them go to work.
He'll keep it himself. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. From the gun on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Morton. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Vols will have it 1st and 10.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot. Get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. On the option, he'll toss it. At the 20, he's got space. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 9 over Cincinnati. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And he's got it inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to... He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Finds a man by himself. And he's running in the open. He's at the 10. Slippery slide.
I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But
he's got it downfield for a huge gain. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. He's going to pass. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Smart offensive coordinators, they're going to throw deep balls, especially those 50-50 balls you hear about all the time. My wide receiver is better than your DB. Well, not on this play.
Wants to fire on second down. He makes the connection. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Got a man. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Looking to go up top on first down. Makes a connection. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He got it. And that will extend their lead even further. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Now on second down after the incompletion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
It's complete on the right side. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
On second down, he'll let it fly. He lofts one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. After the incompletion on second down, it's 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. They're bringing heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got it, and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He's got him in the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Split the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They get him on the ground, a 6-yard run in the red zone down to the 11.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. The tide is high and rolling as they try to send Rocky Top to rock bottom, and they've built a big lead.
And Alabama's been the more physical team in this game, and you're starting to see that exert itself here in the second.
Yes, sir.
Going away, David. Tennessee's going to
step
have to
back.
do
Everybody
something
just
here
big,
to keep
dude.
this thing close.
And the hard part for Tennessee is you got to stay positive. You got to believe you can win. This series hasn't always been in their favor, and they kind of know Bama's had their number of late, but they got to stay positive. They got to make something happen on this next drive.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get them back
moving around for Founders Day.
They got to put some points on the board.
I don't know, man. I ain't never done nothing down today, bro. I don't really know.
Panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers.
See, like, I'm down.
I hear you, Jesse, but not
Playing like that. You know how
I mean, I'm not trusting them
so
to get
I ain't thought
He
about
wants
it.
to go deep.
Whoa. Busted coverage.
He's got it.
I ain't never thought about it, dog. You know, I'm be on the hype train about the J5. But
Touchdown,
shit,
Tennessee.
it's not fucking
Really nice job working the
What y'all
route,
do?
getting himself open, and he was able to
Y'all do
locate
something
the
like if it's
football,
local,
snag
you
it
know,
out
I'll
of the
slide
air.
with
This
you.
guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the
You
year.
know, be around a bunch of
And
knee
for a
rubbers.
quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors.
I don't like that too much.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up
Not too sure what I'm on. I have to.
Yeah, right, exactly. Same for me. You gotta get the work,
in
man.
case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And a 9-yard gain on first.
That was a good block right there. That's funny. You see that block? That one right there. That's perfect. The double team and the get off.
Second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Now the play fake. It's complete to the left. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback
I'll think about
do
it, man.
best?
If everybody
This
do
guy's doing
something,
a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational
if I gotta
ones.
go by the
And to
trail or
your
something
point,
like that, I may be able to do that.
Really good runner. They
for
built
sure.
around his feet.
you know, it really enters the thought process.
Explosive passing plays, so they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Shakes off the tackler.
I'm ready to get these scat bags. You know, same way y'all got all these fast dudes running in. I got all slow pokes. And I got power bags. Every one of these dudes is just power bags. That's why you see people breaking tackles.
Down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Put you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, you got to stop the ball.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Confines inside, a minute to play here in the 3rd. Handoff from the gun. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got his man on the right. Touchdown time! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to
find
be
out
able to
how
throw
about
the
the bus
football,
coverage.
Jesse.
I think that was a match that
So he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Trailing down by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad.
Here we go.
Score, and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up. This thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. And the Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
Out of here. I don't feel like playing no more.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Running to the left. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You got to lead late. You're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To the ground with the back. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Leaves it with the back. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The give to the tailback. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching.
Oh, he dropped it! Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. A strike downfield. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Vols headed quickly to the line.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And he's brought down after a nice game. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Alabama!
Trying to figure out a way to beat this big spread. Jam the first one. Send this one over here. And they traded it off. Okay, let's see. Jam that one. He threw it inside. There it is.
With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Working that left side. Can anyone catch him? And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
Movement here from the tight end. Trying to barge their way in. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. He's looking to pass. Setting up the screen. Made a defender miss. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles into the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. After this, it'll be a wrap. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.